Welcome back, guys, to my channel, and today I will be talking about what is prednisone and how I recover from having an autoimmune disease 2 years ago from the effect of everything that I was doing for the last 4 years on my business. Join me as I actually talk about what are the things that I have gone through and used to recover from this crazy eczema battle that I had 2 years back. So let's start. Being a solo entrepreneur isn't easy at all. And running your business as a main contact person for everything is something usual for every business person that's starting from scratch. When I started my business, it was everything on bootstrap, and I don't have any cleaners. I don't have person to view the apartment, and all of these are just being done by myself. And the reason why is because you want to cut down your cost, and you're doing, a trial thing, so you want everything to maximize your profit. But what I didn't know during those stages that I was running the business, I was failing on my health. Normally, I would not eat on time, and I would just grab a bite from restaurants that has not a really complete meal. And having this attack on my health made me realize a lot of things. And at the same time, I learned so much how important the food that we are intaking into our body and the choice of food that we are having each day into our plate. So 2 years ago, I had this patches on my skin. It was a rough patch on my left arm, and then suddenly it was like itching. So I was like thinking maybe it's just an allergy that I normally have. When I was young, I was having a really sensitive skin. So I bought a calamine lotion or something from the pharmacy that would help me relieve the itch on the said part. It actually helped, but it's coming back. And somehow, suddenly, it's starting to grow from different parts of my arms. It was not happening in my face. And I was just keep on doing my research, finding out what is the issue, what's the cause. And I went to one clinic in Dubai where they give me an actual medicine. And this is what's called prednisone. Prednisone is actually a mild steroid that it treats skin disorders. So this guy gave me this prednisone, but he didn't tell me that it's not good to drink it on a daily basis. And I had a drink of it, and then after 3 days, my inflamed skin got cleared up. And I was like, this is a really good thing. I mean, it stops my skin from itching and from having an inflamed skin. So after a week, came back again on the said part, and you will notice it because the my arms were slowly turning red on that part that is itchy. And first I was thinking about the weather, so I moved to Bali. I had to stay there for almost 2 months to see if it will get better, because I have read that it's causing by the humidity and the intense heat that's activating on somehow on the skin. So I was thinking about that that's causing the issue. So I flew to Bali and I stayed there for almost 2 months. Somehow it relieves that I was having, but one day I woke up, my skin starts to get these red bumps. And literally I cannot open my eye because my eyelids starting to dry out. And going back again to YouTube, I was doing again another research for the same people who actually recover from eczema. And eczema is like an autoimmune disease where some bacteria or some virus is attacking our body, and the good bacteria in our body is trying to fight, and that's causing your skin to inflame because bad bacteria wants to come inside the body, and they're trying to fight somehow. Me learning these things, it was like it amazed me how our body respond to outside factors. So I went back to Dubai to see again if my situation will get better, because at that time I think it's winter already, and it's still the same thing. Then I read that you have to avoid heat and you have to avoid hot water. So I tried to avoid all of these things. To be honest, during this phase, I think it lasted for almost 6 months. I was literally paranoid on everything that I would be eating, because they said you have to eliminate the gluten foods, and these are such rice, pasta, breads, and all like this. So I switched from sugar to coconut sugar. My milk had been changed to oat milk, and my rice has been turned to brown rice. But during this phase, I was afraid of eating everything. So I was focusing on green juices. So I was finally able to make green juices into my dietary, because I found out that they give a really good nutrients to the body as well. But regardless of what I have done, it was not helping at all. Somehow it gives the stop, somehow it reduces the inflammation, and then the next day it just comes back again. So it was not treating the issue into my body. And I resist the temptation of visiting another clinic, because one clinic, I think, the one that gave me the prednisone, is totally ridiculous, because he didn't explain to me that I just have to drink that for a few days. And I cannot, I mean, he didn't even tell me the effects that would give this into my body. And I just literally find that out online. So I made another visit to one doctor. He's a Syrian guy who is famous from treating skin disease. And this person was given to me, and I had a checkup with that guy, and he told me this is an autoimmune disease. We can either stop it, but there is an actual medicine, I don't know, like a shot that I have to do in the span of 12 months, he said, to deactivate it into my bloodstream. And the cost of the actual shot was around 6,000 dirhams. And I was like, and there's no way I can get that. There's no way I can take advantage of that. And I had check it on YouTube as well, and this is really something that they found in US, that to stop it, because there's a lot of people in the US that are suffering from this Eczema disease. He told me that time that if you are a staff of this company, you will be having a discount. And I stopped working already for my company. So I went home and I was like literally feeling, how can I find something to solve this problem? How can I fix myself? And as I have done my research on YouTube, I found this person. It's like a documentary they have made for his son. And his son was like, they brought him to this doctor. It's called Their Clinic. And he was having the worst scenario of his skin. It, his body was literally inflamed from face to arms, where he cannot sleep anymore. He cannot have a proper life. It's because it's causing his skin to itch on a worst way. So this kid was brought to this clinic, and their clinic given him a holistic way of treating the actual disease. So I reached out to them on Instagram and I told them, my case. I sent them a photo shot of my situation, and they gave me an actual setup appointment. I said that I was in Dubai and I'll be there in a week's time. I just wanted to know what's happening with me. So she actually did a consultation, and I found out as well that their clinic is very famous into celebrity in Philippines. So I had a trust on risking to what she would say. So we had a chat, and then she asked me first, "What are your food types? How do you eat? Um, have you had stress?" And I was like, "Yeah, I had some stress 2 years back with my business, and I lost my mom 2 years ago." running the business at the same time, and losing her, it was a total shock into my body somehow. So she said that, "Are you taking any supplements?" So I was not aware about the supplements. I was drinking, probably. I only know vitamin C. So she told me, take this, and she gave me four, I think four supplements: vitamin D, calcium, magnesium, and zinc. She given me as well probiotic and vitamin B. So these supplements, I bought it, somehow changed into my body. The rashes and the itch onto my skin have completely stopped. And I was so surprised. And I told her somehow my body had some changes, and I am so happy about it. And she said to me that you have to take the next step, which is IV drips. So I never done this IV drips, but when I have searched it, it was like complete same nutrients that would goes to your bloodstream, and it has more effect somehow to treat this kind of diseases. So I went to Manila. She gave me a quotation, and I had the session for, I think, almost 3 months that I had to be there. And after 2 sessions only, and drinking supplements and eliminating all the gluten foods, my body acts to all of these things, and it got better. My skin gets glowing, glows more because of the IV drips, and you feel more better. And then I realized that how important the choice of food that we are making each day. She explained to me that a complete meal must have like 30% meat, protein, and veggies. So that must be our plate each day. And I don't remember if my meal was complete for the last 4 years since I moved to Dubai, because I was not thinking about it. And it was an eye opener, because I was working to build all the business that we have and focusing on fixing the problem. And what I didn't know is my body is being deteriorated by all of these factors. Doing the business as a solo entrepreneur is not easy, because everything, I don't know if to other people, but for me, I was doing everything by myself at very first. From meeting the clients, from getting the complaints, from fixing the issue and solving the solution. It's not easy if you are alone. What I didn't know is like all of these are taking on my mental health as well, my physical health. So it's a really good eye opener for me that apart from what we are doing and what we are focusing to live and to create and to make money, it's really important that we focus on three things into our life, and that is physical, mental, and food choices. I hope this video, it helped everyone, guys, especially the ones that's suffering from this disease. I know there's a lot out there, even in Philippines, that having the same situation. I suggest to see what the type of food that you are doing. If you have a way to buy vitamins and supplements of what I have given, do it and see it for a week. Because from the research that I have made from all of the YouTubers, health gurus, I have found that everything that happens to our body, cancer, high blood pressure, skin disease, these are all caused by the food that we intake. Are we taking a lot of white sugar? Are we taking a lot of white rice? Are we taking a lot of fats? We have to be more selective on what do we eat each day. And I am so happy that I have experienced this pain for the last 3 years, and I come to learn the path of having a healthy food choices on the table. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you learned something from this video. And if it gives value, don't forget to hit the like, thumbs up button, and subscribe if you wanted to receive and to watch more videos like this. While I'm doing my business, I have experienced a lot of things along the way and challenge health issues, and how I solved all of these things. I wanted to share everything with you guys through this journey of what I'm doing right now. So thank you so much, and see you next time.